Recording started. Stream going now.
All right. Spam those links. Light the beacons.
Yeah, the links have been
Summon the horde.
spammed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me the damn... Yes, I want to at here. I never want to not at here. I know what the fuck I'm doing, Discord. God damn it.
Hey, listen. They have to deal with a lot, I imagine.
I was gonna... Oh, here. Let me do this for kicks. There we go. Now you can stop complaining about my desktop background.
I had already given up on it. I figured it was a lost cause. Howdy, folks. Everybody in chat. Mumlo will be along not too far from now.
Yeah.
But he'll be hopping on the train.
Oh,
Hi.
hey, Mumbles.
There you are. Howdy.
Sorry I'm late.
You lied to us. You said you were going to be way later.
Like we literally started like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, really.
We'd actually only gotten done saying that you would be late.
Literally, that was just what Ruskar was saying.
Oh no! I guess I'm not sorry. I'm glad that I'm here, but I was taking.
Go back to your room. You need to wait 20 minutes.
Yeah. I was taking care of some ducks, and it was a lot more involved than I thought it was gonna be.
Some ducks.
Yeah, some ducks.
How's the audio for everybody?
Yeah. Let us know how the audio balance is, and we'll make adjustments, hot fixes.
Pull up chat. Hello, chat. My life is as adventurous as always. I apologize for that.
Oh, I fixed the desktop background, Mumbles. Have a look.
Ah! Why?
I've come to count on the serenity and vacancy of the desert.
Everybody complains about it whenever I fucking get alt tabbed, so now it's low res Nick Cage.
Hey,
God
Josh,
damn it.
less loud. Why are you so loud, Joshua?
I'm gonna mute myself for a second so I can eat the celery BRB.
Okay.
How's this?
Good. I mean, it's good for me, but yeah, we'll see how the chat
I'll just
handles
talk
it.
really softly like this.
Oh, I don't like this at all. This
Don't do that! Stop!
This is like I'm being menaced by Alexia. Or Alexa, that's right. That's what it's called.
Are you chewing?
No. Discord usually cancels out all eating noises, in my experience.
Oh my god, I could eat on mic. This is so exciting for me. I have celery. It's the most annoying food to eat.
Oh yeah?
I mean, and not just because it's loud.
How dare you? Celery is Celery is my favorite vegetable. It really is.
I like it for cooking. I don't like it for snacking. If snacking, I'm gonna go for like broccoli or cucumbers.
Broccoli for snacking?
Yeah.
Carrots.
Broccoli is a fantastic dressing platform.
Just throw down some raw-ass broccoli.
I guess you could like put, what I like to do is take celery and put cream cheese on it and then put everything bagel seasoning on it, and then it's like you have a bagel.
I've never tried that before.
We may as well do in game because there's nothing that's going to be happening in game to just go ahead and preclude this conversation from
That's true. Do they have celery in... Is celery an old world plant or a new world plant? Of course, they have potatoes
It's
in
old world.
Age, so...
Old world.
I'm gonna look up information about celery.
Oh god, I forgot a fucking hat. You know, why isn't Chris ever here? What is it about... Why is Chris too cool?
We don't invite him. When was the last time we invited him?
Rutskarn, go annoy Chris until he comes here and is sad on stream.
Christopher is of course always welcome to these streams, but like he was asked this before, and his answer was, "I don't have anything to say about Dragon Age." And really, like,
that's rude.
Yeah, I mean, like
that's him saying, "I don't have anything to say about Dragon Age, and I have nothing to say to you personally."
Chris, if you're watching this, we know that's not true. This is just like Mumbles razzing you.
I'm insulted. You don't want to hang out with me, Camster.
What are we doing here?
I feel like this speaks directly to his complex.
Oh no, I didn't know about that. I love Camster very much, and I know that I bully him sometimes, but I don't mean to. It's just how I talk to people.
Oh. No, that's important detail, and also extremely true. What are we what have we been doing?
So we fought the zombies that aren't the zombies of this universe normally, but just like actual corpses. We killed them all, and now I guess we've dismantled all the defenses because it's definitely not going to happen tomorrow night. Because like we're going to go in there, and if we don't stop it, we're gonna like nuke the castle or something. I don't know.
You saved us.
We bought this lady's sword.
And it's finally over.
Okay. Fucking awesome. More swords.
With the
We're
money
gonna
you
keep
gave us
it,
for grandfather's
right?
sword, we should be able to get to Denerim.
I paid for it.
Yeah, we paid for it. We're
Twisted
not,
with a bunch of
Make
swords.
a watch over you. I'll never forget.
I'm looking
you.
up stuff about celery. It looks like it's been around since 1664.
Wait, it was invented in 1664?
No, that's just when they started they're like, oh, we can eat this?
The settlers of Jamestown invented a new plant
We can eat
that
this?
they called celery.
There are many gone who we must
Oh,
honor.
it grows
But
wild
we
in the
must
north
also
of the
remember
Alps.
those who
I'd
aided
love to
us
go
in our
find some
darkest hour.
wild celery for me to snack on.
The Italian Alps, the Swiss Alps, or the Austrian Alps?
Yikes. Or the Japanese Alps.
It's in Austria.
Joshua?
Terrible
No,
time.
as if I'm guessing which Alps they have in Austria, it's probably the Austrian one.
It is definitely
Oh,
the
hey,
Austrian
we have
one.
this guy.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Blackstone Irregulars are such a weird set of quests. They're just kind of like extra do stuff things. They have a little storyline
have
associated with them.
Are they like Final Fantasy where the quest names are like Jimmy Buffett and Margaritaville or whatever?
I
Like-
wish.
Dude. Oh my god. Redscarn. Okay, so the MMO, the Final Fantasy MMO, like everyone in the game is like, Prithee, will thou help me with the magics?
Okay.
But the quests are called like Trouble in Margaritaville.
The end is upon us. The dead rise. And foul
Bad
madness
company.
spreads across
It's
the
like
land.
really cheesy and
Repent
amazing.
your sins before death.
Oh, but is that Steely Dan, or
for
am
the
I just
Maker's
assuming
divine
that it was Steely
forgiveness.
Dan?
What
Because
is
the concept
this
for that
guy's
song-
shirt?
It's Steely Dan?
Huh?
You think Margaritaville is Steely Dan?
No, the song Bad Company.
Oh no, it's
Bad
Bad Company. It's by Bad Company.
I have.
You don't say.
I have
Okay, yeah,
repented.
that makes sense when you put it that
Oh,
way.
Maker!
Why do I know so much
Forgive
about
me
Dad
my
Rock? No one will
sins.
know.
Forgive my fellow brothers and
I just,
sisters.
if I hear Dad Rock, I just
Look
assume
upon
it's
us
from
with
Steely Dan.
kindness as
'Cause your
we
dad
are
was a rock.
swallowed
That's
by
fair.
the darkness.
Yeah, my dad is literally The Rock.
That's good. Kill him.
Yes!
Wait,
Murder
wait.
this man.
This is a doomsayer.
I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're just kidding? It doesn't sound like you're joking.
Is there a more funny thing that we can do?
I don't know. We seem to be. Perhaps you need to spread the word further. Maybe we can send him
Yeah.
somewhere stupid.
That's a rad
Let's
joke.
send
The
him
soldiers
somewhere
need to hear
stupid.
this. The ones fighting against the king. They
The
must
soldiers
beg
need to
for
hear this. The ones
forgiveness.
fighting
They
against the
must
king. They must
repent.
beg for forgiveness.
I will
They
go
must
and
repent.
tell them. I will
I'll
tell
go
them
and tell them
salvation
salvation is
is possible.
The ones fighting against the king. Is he gonna doomsay to Logain's troops?
Hell yeah.
Now, this guy's about to pull, like...
I don't know what that
The
The
will
guy's about to get
entail.
murdered by a bunch of angry soldiers instead of us. Is what's gonna happen.
We're just gonna see him kiting like a duck. Oh, guys, can I tell you about Can I talk to you about Sea of Thieves a little bit?
No,
Yes.
you are forbidden.
So my sea husband Ed has many things that he does that I find absolutely infuriating, like planting snakes in places on the ship.
Snap?
Just like live angry snakes that bite.
Oh, snakes. I thought you said snacks. I was like, why would you ever be mad about someone planting snacks?
No, he would be furious if I ate the snacks because he wants to
Oh,
sell
fair.
them the hunter's call.
But I did. I suppose I owe you thanks.
But I have
Man,
one thing I
respect me
do
now.
which annoys him, and it's like the
Never have gone out
only.
there if you hadn't
It's like the
shoved me.
only way in which I turn the tables on
Feels
him.
good to help out.
Which is there's like a world
I'm no
event
warrior.
thing where there's like bosses
Not the
that
way I
spawn
was
on islands and they
screaming
have like a bunch of
little
super
girl when
attacks and you
those
need to like
things
down them
charged
3
me,
times.
But I'm no
Are they a
coward either.
cyclops?
Listen,
Heavy
They're
is
like
like
big
Gave me
burning
this trinket
skeletons.
some years
Oh, that
ago
sounds
as
fun.
payment for his
Okay,
tab.
continue.
He said it was magical.
But they like,
I
you know,
didn't
they
believe
drop
him
nukes
then,
on you and they like breathe
but I think
fire
it
and
helped
shit.
keep
But also
my
they,
family
the whole
alive
time they're
there.
doing this, they're
You should
summoning
have it.
skeletons.
It might do the same
And
for you sometime.
So the best way we've determined to defeat them is to like circle strafe them, shoot them with your muskets. They'd have like 5
Yes,
bullets
well,
each or
don't
whatever,
go spreading
and then like
news that I
grab
gave
more
you
bullets
something
from a
for
box
free.
that you'll find on a
Everyone
beach
wants
somewhere,
something from
and
me.
just like kind of do this
Anyhow, it's
pattern
good to
over
be
and over
back.
again.
I don't want to be
And
in
this whole
battle
time they're
again
summoning
anytime
skeletons.
soon.
Now here's
All
my
right?
logic. You run at, let's say, speed 1. The skeletons
Plus
run
2
at like
strength, minus 1 cunning.
speed
That sounds
0.75.
like an Alistair roll.
Okay.
So if you keep circle strafing and shooting, the skeletons will never catch up to you. That's my
Okay.
take on it. My sea husband's take on it is, I've got 50 fucking skeletons surrounding me at all times. I need to do something about it. Stop and fight the goddamn skeletons.
Okay. Do you as a person get overwhelmed by chaos? Yes or no?
No, I thrive on it.
See, and that's the problem, is that some of us get overwhelmed by chaos, and then we want to curl up into a little ball, and we forget how we're supposed to feed the ducks.
I
That's what I'm
thought.
saying.
See, I thought you were gonna go on a different way with that, and see, that's the
No.
problem. You're a chaos elemental, Rutskarn. You need to stop.
I project chaos, but I am not a chaotic person.
I will say, and that is very fair. I will say, if there's one
It
thing
is
that my
sad to think of
comrade
how
is
much
not
death
known
there has
for,
been
it
here.
is his love of order and
But you have
stability.
saved the village beyond all expectations. You have done well, my friend.
But like,
I will remain here
he
to
just
guard the
like
village and
describes
receive
how
any
one
fellow
time he
knights
got
as
killed
they
during the
continue to
boss
return.
battle, and he was dead
least
and like
until the
out of
castle is
the like
retaken.
fight for a minute or so, just like a minute. And he comes back and he like drops down into the kind of arena area that we're fighting in, and he just sees me like zipping past, and then he like looks left, and a freight train of skeletons runs into him. Just
So
like
Chad
80
is
Funny, though. That's
is
pretty
commenting
funny.
on the boob plate armor we've got, and yeah, that's that's some really fucking bad boob plate going on here.
It's not great.
Oh.
Odd how quiet the castle
Can you
was.
guys hear me okay? Is my mic
Yeah,
picking
You
me
would
up?
think there was
Yeah.
nobody
I
inside.
can hear you
it's
fine.
picking up.
But I shouldn't
Cool.
delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secured. There is a secret
I will say,
passage
it's actually
in
like
the
the
mill,
celery. We do
accessible
get like a
only to my
crunch
family.
every now and then.
It sounds like you're
but
eating
it's like,
chips, but it like
it's
very
only the-
slowly.
yeah. It's only the initial crunch.
Yeah.
It's only like, it's like
It's the
your-
first crunch is the deepest, baby, I know.
I had no idea what lurked in the castle, and I couldn't
sad
abandon the
song.
people of the village.
It's
What
first cut is the deepest by Sheryl Crow.
Maker's breath.
Oh right, okay, that's Sheryl Crow. I feel like you just said that, and it just like filled in a
Yeah.
mind, like a big quarter of
I'm
my
gonna make
minesweeper
you
grid of
live.
unidentified
So-
songs in my brain.
You and Nick's also
You're
in that
alive.
song?
How
Hold
did
on.
you?
First
What
cut
has
is
happened?
the deep.
I do not have much time to explain.
Oh shit, it's also a
I
Rod
slipped away
Stewart
from the
song.
castle as soon as I saw the battle
Oh
was
my
over.
god, it's originally a
must
Rod
return
Stewart
quickly.
song.
And
Rod Stewart?
need you to return with me,
Rod
Tika.
Stewart is
Alone.
If you like my body and you think I'm sexy, come on baby, let me know.
What?
Okay. All right, I'm
Who
putting
is
this
this
together.
woman?
Slowly but surely.
You remember me, Lady Isolde.
This is how I think
Alistair.
about music. It's like,
Over all that...
because like I was completely
you
unplugged
here?
from music
They are Grey
and
Wardens,
like
Isolde.
knowing what bands
I
are
owe
or
them my
anything
life.
like that,
Pardon me,
or
I-
listening to anything that was
I would
like
exchange
didn't come on a
pleasantries, but
radio or was just like played by my
considering
dad
the
Ah.
circumstances.
until I was
Please,
like
Lady Isolde,
22.
we had no idea
God.
anyone was even alive.
And
I
I
when
didn't
we
can't even
honestly-
imagine.
Honestly, I
must
only
have
really
some
started
answers.
getting in touch
I
with
knew
it
you
like
need more of an explanation, but
once I got a
sorry.
Spotify account.
I
Oh
don't know what
god.
is safe to tell.
Well, Spotify's a good place to
There is a
find all kinds
terrible
of stuff.
evil within the
So
castle.
yeah,
that's something.
The dead
I
waken
find all kinds of weird
and
shit
hunt
in
the
there.
living.
All kinds of weird
The
shit
maid
on that
responsible was
Spotify.
caught, but still it continues. And I
My
think
relationship with music is
Conrad's
that I
going
find songs when I'm
We have
creating
survived, but
playlists for
won't
campaigns that
flee
I
the
don't end up
castle.
running.
He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tegan.
Yeah.
You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
So we got some information here.
Oh,
Eamon's wife has come out of the castle, and has told us that they want Van Tegan to go up there alone. Also, the weird, crazy, like dead zombie stuff was the result of a mage who has been caught. And Connor's gone nuts. Connor, the son of Arl Eamon.
He is. He is being kept
What's
alive
going on
so
with Connor
far,
again?
thank the Maker.
Some kind of demon?
Kept alive.
Yeah.
kept
Okay.
alive by
Oh,
Like it is a
yeah.
demon, as a,
Something
you
the
know.
mage unleashed.
What a shock! He's
kind of
been
demon?
possessed.
Allows
Which
Iman,
one is it?
Connor, and
Like a
myself
desire
to live.
demon, probably?
The others were not so fortunate.
I think it might be a
Figure out-
pride
Killed
demon.
so
Actually,
many.
I'm not.
And turned their
Pride
bodies
demon
into
would make more
walking
sense.
nightmares.
I can't figure out what's going on
Once
with that
it was done with the
dress.
castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but
Like
I do not know why.
the front of it, like it's got the halves, and
Allowed
it's
me
got
to
like the
come
bot.
for
It's
it,
not like
Tegan,
bodice
because I
lacing,
begged,
except
because I
it's
said Connor needed
it's
help.
like a fishnet grid of bodice lacing.
Hmm. I think it's a little too provocative. I know that there's fabric under there, but you know.
I do not
It
know.
kind of looks like
Imagination.
there wasn't supposed to be fabric
Oh.
under there, but like her mom made her put on a dress underneath it or
Could
something.
it truly be
Okay,
a
this is my
demon?
last piece of celery.
I can't let it.
Yeah.
You
Oh
made
my
me
God.
hungry now.
You must come
You want
back
celery?
with me, Tegan.
I'd take celery if you could like
Please.
reach through the internet and hand it to me.
Yeah. Let me get you some celery.
He
Probably
is
gonna end up
an
eating pastrami
infiltrator, I
tonight.
think. One of the
Pastrami?
castle stuff.
Pastrami.
We discovered he was poisoning my
Pastrami? Just
husband. That is why
Pieces
he
of
fell ill.
meat.
I think I might put it in a
He
sandwich.
claims an agent of
I
Terran
think I might
Rubians
not just
hired
like
him.
stand over a
may
crisper
be
drawer,
lying, however.
like
I-
wolfing
no.
pastrami
I cannot
down.
say.
I asked because that's what I do for lunches. Is I just have lunch meat and like maybe some cheese
I do
and
that
some
sometimes.
nuts.
God,
Yeah.
it's like you're me in high school.
Connor's sake, I promised I would return quickly and only with
Dagna
Tegan.
isn't in this, I
Tegan.
don't think.
I know you could order your men to
Dagna's
follow me
not.
when I
Oh no,
return to
Dagna
the castle.
is. She's
Yeah,
in
she
the
we
deep
meet her
roads.
in the in
For
Orzammar,
Connor's
and she
sake.
wants to like go.
She's
and,
into
and
deep roads.
study.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Gwen.
wait.
I was wrong.
Do I have? Wait, which one is Dagna? Now I'm.
She's the one that's good with magic.
Yeah,
She's
she,
the
okay.
only
we
dwarf.
we meet her in Orzammar, and she wants to go train with the Circle.
Yes.
So then we have to go to Irving and go like, "Hey, Irving, there's this dwarf, and she wants to come train. She likes magic, even though she can't do it." And Irving's like, "I guess."
Yeah, I momentarily confused her with Hardy,
I beg your pardon?
who was
It's
a
a
little
rather
scout
impertinent
in
accusation.
Yeah.
Inquisition.
No, I did not mean. That is to
Oh,
say,
snap.
please stop this. An
Uh-oh.
evil I cannot fathom holds my son
Uh-oh.
and the husband hostage.
Oh, I'm just reading
Can't
what's
for
happening
help.
in this video game.
Okay,
What
when
more
they,
do you want
when they
from
get
me?
closer, it doesn't look like
Tegan, I
bodice
do not
lacing
have much
anymore, but
time.
it clearly is.
What if it thinks
Because
I'm
it's like
betraying
pinned
me?
in to either side of the
Could
vest.
kill Connor.
But there's no actual like crisscrossing.
Please
It looks like a
come
single
back
piece
with
of
me.
fabric, but that makes no sense.
Must I beg?
No, it's like a mesh. It looks like just
The
fishnets. It
king
looks
is
like he just
dead,
took
and we
fishnets and
need
made
my
a shirt
brother
out of
now
it.
more than ever. I will return to the castle.
Maybe it's a
It's
hair
like
shirt.
an overshirt.
Thank
Did
you.
they have that kind of tech? Oh no, it
Bless
is. You can see the crisscrossing, but the crisscrossing
you.
doesn't make sense. You're right, Rutskarn. Oh no, I'm fascinated.
All right, we need to pause this video game. We need to go talk to the costuming director immediately.
I am staring at
unacceptable.
the bosom, but it is not for the reasons you think I am. I'm trying to figure out the cross stitch.
I have no
I'm also trying to
okay?
figure out
with
why
this
her
evil
sash
alone.
is embossed onto
You,
her
on the
skirt.
other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in
You just
private
imagine
before
just
I
like
return
somebody
to
with
the
one of
castle
those
with you.
big like embossing
not take
presses,
too
just
long.
like ka-dunk,
I will be by the
ka-dunk.
bridge.
Is this what fashion looked like in I don't know Dark Ages? What?
No.
What? Hey Josh, what
Here's what
era
I
is
propose.
this?
I go in with Isolde, and you enter the
It
castle
doesn't
through the secret
really
passage. My
correspond
signet
to any
Oh,
particular. It's really not. It's
man.
more
Distract whatever
Renaissance
evil is
fair.
inside.
They,
than it
they
is-
tried to do
chances
an
of getting
Iron
in
Age
unnoticed.
Renaissance thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is very much inspired by the fashions of the late medieval and really the Renaissance more, but like not really.
Oh, Redscarn, I know that you're getting into Wild West role-playing stuff, and I've been
then it's for the
I've
best.
been really
I
into
would prefer to
late
go inside with you,
1800s
but I have
fashion.
no choice
And one
in
thing
the
I
matter.
love that I think
Sir
you'd
Perth and his
enjoy
men can watch the
is
danger of the
so
castle entrance.
like
If you can open the gates from
late
within, they can
1800s
move
is
in
when a
and
lot
help
of
you.
women went
I
to
don't think
work.
there's
They
anyone
started
else who can
work
help
as
you.
typists,
If you
or they
choose
just
not
worked
to
in
go,
offices,
then it's up to me to
and
do what I
they
can.
all would
Here is
wear
my
like
signet ring.
this
It will open the
black
lock on the door in the
dress
mill.
that went down to their
Whatever you do,
boots,
Iman
and a
is the
white
priority
big
here.
billowy
If you have
like
to, just get him out of
jacket,
here.
and then
Isolde,
like
me,
a cool
and anyone
hairstyle.
else, we are
All of them.
expendable.
Every single one of them. That was like the first office uniform. I don't know. I just thought of you when I read it because I was like, oh, that's kind of a fun tidbit to know if you're building an RPG during that time. I don't know.
You're a
Yeah,
good
now
woman.
that you bring that up, I can
The maker
like
smiled
that.
on me
That
indeed
tracks.
when you
I
sent you
remember
to
seeing
Redcliffe.
lots of like
So
pictures
we are
and
just
drawings
going
of
to
that.
send in with that
Yeah,
woman?
it's really cool. I mean, a lot of women,
But I
because
can't delay
like
no
I told you,
longer.
I was reading that
Allow
book,
me to bid you
Devil in the
farewell.
White City,
Good
and
luck.
a lot of women moved to Chicago so they could like be career women, and that was the career woman outfit. And I think it might be the first like career woman outfit before like 80 shoulder pads, you know?
All right, so let's go see what's going on with the daily shells in the Brazilian forest.
Brazilian.
Okay.
We just sent him in there with the promise we were gonna go in right after him. Just
Oh.
leave and go do the whole rest of the game and then come back.
Okay.
Playing fantasy like tabletop role-playing games for something like 22 years now, 23
Oh, we
years,
can level up. Hang on.
and it never stops being funny to me taking fantasy words and pronouncing them as though they're just like regular words that already exist. Like the Brazilian forest? What? Why are we going to the Brazilian
It's
forest?
Brazilian, not Brazilian.
Duh.
Oh.
Brazilian. We're going to the Brazilian forest.
The Sicilian forest. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Keep 40.
I didn't even know we were in Sicily.
Where are we going with this character? Haste is good. We should probably get that at some point. These
That is
spells are
fully in
pretty
your hands,
decent.
Joshua.
Yeah, I wouldn't think to give you a suggestion here. I never played a mage.
What?
Virulent walking. Wait, what did
I really
you play
only
in
played
this
this game once as a rogue.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
my
That's different.
condolences.
Yeah, it sucked. Rogues always get the short end of the stick, man. I don't know what to tell you.
So there are a few ways you can play Arcane Warrior. The way Arcane Warrior works is that the fatigue tends to eat up a lot of your mana. So one way you can do it is just load up on passives and just like never actually cast and just run around and hit stuff. But that's boring, especially if you go into Blood Mage, because then we can just use health as the fucking pool. Although our magic costs do go up with fatigue as well. So, but I like to build a mage that can also cast and do Arcane Warrior stuff. Really don't need... This one's decent. I think we want to immediately here probably go up some of these creation schools, although getting up to Virulent Walking Bomb is also fun.
I
Let's go
just
ahead
know.
and...
I have a like.
Let's do
It's.
this.
I really ought to play
Like-
Divinity: Original Sin one of these days.
It's so tedious, though.
Like
I
the
always
combat?
get to the end of the first island and then I'm just done.
Yeah.
I've tried to play it like 3 times, and that has happened every single time I've done it. As I get to the end of the first island, it's like, cool, I killed, the final boss of the first island.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know if I want to keep playing. I'm gonna take a break, and then I never get back to it.
That's like the game people keep recommending to me.
Me too. And it's tedious.
I'm eager to see what happens with Baldur's Gate 3. What I've seen so far is pretty cool, with the exception of some... So, when I played it initially, when it came out, they very much had the thing that they do in Divinity Original Sin, where it's all about setting, surfaces on fire and shit like that, and grease and stuff like that, which created some, like, behaviors you don't really see in normal Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Were you guys hearing the dog barking just then?
No.
No.
Oh,
Was that your
wow.
dog?
It also,
yeah,
Hmm.
I have a dog.
they...
that was barking.
I know that you have a dog. I was asking if it was your dog that was barking.
I meant to say like.
Let's do this.
I'm trying to figure out what she's doing. I'm kind of distracted because she's just like standing in the middle of the room staring at nothing. So I guess I have a ghost. I don't know.
Okay.
So that actually blocks us from being able to use Fireball at all. So that's cool. Probably actually won't use that. You can actually turn off combat magic initially. Let's take a look at Liliana. I usually build Liliana as a ranged character.
Yeah. Because you can get knife boy later.
Yeah.
Knife son.
Oh, that's the Zevron.
Yeah, I don't like him, but Josh loves him, so I'm excited to find out why.
He's cool. I mean, I haven't played this game in forever. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, okay, so dexterity is the primary thing for
Really
those.
enjoying. I'm really going to enjoy when we put Zevron on trial. Apparently, just like as soon as he appears at the party, we're just like it's just like the evaluation of Zevron. We have a question from Gwen. Josh Mumblo Ruts, if you yourself were an NPC in Dragon Age, what race and class would you be?
Dead. I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I would have been murdered.
Yeah, I would. My race and class would be I'd be the dude who's like, the Darkspawn are coming! Run for your lives! Ah, no!
I'd be like, I sure hope the mages don't destroy my crop soda.
My specific race and class would probably be I would be a guy with like a bowl haircut and like a shitty goatee who's wearing peasant clothes and stands and kind of gesticulates and flops his arms for a second.
I would 100% be a circle mage. I'd be one of the circle mages that's like sneaking out all the time, dealing lyrium, doing real bad stuff all the time. And I probably would be made of tranquil like within the first like 10 years of my life living at the circle.
I would probably want to be a circle mage, but would end up being just a random rogue human.
Tuscan38 says, have any of you seen Pathfinder Kingmaker? Josh has had a masochistic relationship with Pathfinder Kingmaker for
Oh
a while.
boy, that game. I played it when it came out, and the game was incredibly buggy. A lot of weird scaling issues.
Really bizarre. Like, Josh was just, like, posting breakdowns of combats, and I, like, know Pathfinder rules, and it was completely insane.
You know, I had all kinds of bugs with that game. Things where, like, you know, certain quests got locked out for no apparent reason. Weird combat things. It was all just kind of nuts. I intend to come back to it at some point, but it's a giant RPG, so it takes some time. Oh, hey, look!
Hello?
Guess who it is?
Who is it?
Oh no, it's
By all
our
that's totally
butt.
You. I can't believe
Buddy
it.
boy. Oh, yeah.
Let's act like we were his best friend and everything is cool. We didn't betray him.
Joan, you got a little bit of, you got like a, right here. No, other
Here, I
side,
thought
other
this
side.
couldn't get
Yeah, just
any
a little bit of
bit
blood.
on
Okay.
there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just a
Go
little.
on,
You got
have
it.
a
You
go
got
at
it.
me.
Yeah,
If
you're
that's
good.
what you want.
Now you got like
Gloat
40 more
away.
spots on there. Let's do this.
We here have a cloth that we rip like a cloth off of the dead guy and throw it to him.
Man, there's no like, hey, guess what, you suck. Not everything is about you, Joan.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for enlightening me.
I'm in
I didn't
jail!
realize nothing was kicking down in the gut when he's down.
Oh my God, Joan. I can't
I
kick you in
sense some bitterness.
Joan, I can't kick you in the gut. There's a door in the way.
Let me open the door so I can kick you in the gut.
OMG.
How do we want to play this? Do you want to just keep egging him
Let's
on?
just keep in front of him. Let's keep.
Antagonizing him.
No, not at all. What reason would I have to feel that way? It's not like you betrayed me, lost me the love of my life, and got me thrown out of
shit,
the
we
circle.
did betray him
I've
and
been
lose
running
him the love
since
of
I
his
last
life. We're gonna
saw
run
him.
out of the circle,
I've slept
apparently.
in ditches, in rotten logs,
Don't
in the rain.
care.
I've gone hungry for
Yeah,
weeks.
I mean, really.
I was lost,
Think about it.
utterly alone.
I
You
don't
expect me
care.
to just forget this happened?
Well, it would be really hypocritical for us to call him out for being a blood mage when in like 3 levels we're going to turn into a blood mage.
I don't care.
Blood mages are the worst, Joan. It's terrible.
How could you do blood maging?
Yeah.
Also, do you have any books laying around before you die about blood maging?
Like, how could you become a blood mage? Like, how?
Theoretically speaking.
I made a mistake, all right?
How is it
I
even
admit it.
possible?
If you are considering
I've been
becoming
paying
a
for
blood
it ever
mage, do
since.
you have a pamphlet
And
that I
I'm
could
so
destroy?
tired.
I'm gonna
Yes,
just destroy it.
I really
Before
need
I
to
say
know how
anything
not to
else,
become
I
a
need
blood
to
mage
ask you
because
a
I don't want to
question.
end up like
You can
you.
do
I need to
Everything
pour
you need to
over
afterwards,
all of the
but I need
books
to know.
on
Yes.
blood
What became
maging.
of Lily?
You're covered in blood. Is
They
that
didn't
important?
hurt her,
Is that
did
part
they?
of it?
Are you in
She
like a
might have
group,
paid
like a
for my
meetup group
crime.
with other blood mages? I just want to know, what they were like.
What are the hours?
What coffee shop did they meet at? Because if it's just Starbucks, like that's not. It needs to be like an organic coffee place, maybe with some board games in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's more of my blood mage type. So.
Should we say the Chantry sent her away, or Lily knew what she was doing? This is his girlfriend.
Lily knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
But she didn't know about me.
I want this guy to like die of sadness like Padme.
Just tell me if she's all right.
Die of a broken heart.
Oh my poor
I mean,
Lily,
we're
she
gonna
will
find
see
out
me
that the
now.
Chantry
Did
sending
she
her
even
away
live?
is actually a good thing in
done?
like 2 hours, so...
Here we are again.
Man, can you
Two
imagine
of
if
us.
Padme had like a decent character arc?
What happens now?
Barely.
They do a lot to rescue Padme and Anakin in the Clone Wars. But
Oh, the cartoon, yeah. They tried.
they almost kind of go too far in the other direction. It's like
They're like, Anakin's such a good guy. He's a little
Yeah.
edgy, but he's really good. He'd never kill a bunch of younglings.
I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already in prison
know
when
it
all
looks
that
suspicious.
began. The first lady you sold came here with her men, demanding that I
Yeah, dude, you
reverse
look
what I'd
sketchy as
done.
shit.
I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was
I
nothing
mean,
I
that
could
does
do
really
or
suck.
say that would
That's
appease
a
her.
very sad story.
So they left me to rot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do
I was
that.
instructed to
Don't do
by
that.
Terran Logain. I was
Oh,
told that
Terran
Marley
Logain,
was a
man.
friend for Elders. That if I
I
dealt
don't remember
with
if we
him,
can
Logain
get
would
him to
settle matters
actually
with the
provide
Circle.
testimony.
All I wanted was
or
to be able
not.
to return.
And it seems like the sort of thing that
abandoned me,
really
didn't
worked
it?
in this game when they did
Everything's
that.
fallen apart.
Yeah.
I never
What do you
thought it would
mean?
end like
The,
this.
Well,
the
like-
court case at the
Maker, I've
end.
made so
Yeah,
many
like-
mistakes.
Because
I've
like I
disappointed
feel
so
like I
many
do remember that
people.
one of the things
I
that
wish I could
legitimately
go back
impressed
and
me about
fix
this
it.
game was
I
that
just
they
wanna
do
make
manage to like
everything
tie a
right
lot of the
again.
stuff you do
Yeah.
in the game back to the kind of ending there. But that's all you gotta
Well,
do.
it's
like
a start,
if
maybe.
if you're making
I
a
don't know
game,
if
you don't have to
anything I
make it
do
so that
could
like
ever
it's a
make it
butterfly
right.
effect where every decision you make has a huge effect on all the rest
Connor
of the
had
game.
started to
Like,
show
you know, that's really
signs.
labor intensive and not
Lady
necessarily
Isolde
worth
was
it. But like you do
terrified
have
the
to just
circle
make
of
sure it all
magi
pays
would
off
take
in
him
one
away
good
for
scene.
training.
Connor, a mage? I can't believe it.
I do
She
appreciate
sorted
that
a
Jowan
process,
is like
a maid outside
legitimately
the circle to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide
repentant
his
here.
talent.
Like he's not really
Her husband
defending
had
his
no
actions at this point.
He kind of got it all out of his system, I guess.
Why would Isolde be frightened of her son becoming a mage? Huh, I don't know.
It's
No, she was
So
adamant
I
that
don't
he never
have.
find
We
out.
have a
She
stream
said
that's
that
like
he'd
private
do the
to
right
the
thing,
room
even if it
that's a
meant
little faster
losing
than
their
Twitch
son,
stream.
and that infuriated her.
And I have the Twitch stream up so I can read the chat, but I paused it so that I don't just have like two like streams type of that. But what I'm getting at here
I
is
thought
that
that
I've got
too.
this guy like
Connor has little knowledge
crying
of
and
magic,
like
but he may have done
opening,
something
bearing
to
his
tear
soul
open the
and
veil.
discussing all the terrible things
With
that
the
happened
veil
to him.
the
And on the
Fade
right
torn,
side,
spirits and demons
there's
could
just
infiltrate
like
the castle.
the
Powerful
Doomsayer
ones could
dude
kill
with his
and create
hands up,
those
pumping
walking
like,
corpses.
yeah, awesome. Staring right at the dude.
I thought you were gonna say you'd paused it while I still had Nicolas Cage up.
Oh, that's horrifying. Is that really your background, or is that just a joke that you
No,
played
It's
on
a
me?
joke.
But
I
he's
occasionally
still
wheel it
Oh,
out to
okay.
when I
He
red
barely
scar.
cast a minor spell.
Okay.
I mind something more
I'm,
powerful.
like
At least not
I once
intentionally.
made fun of Josh
Like I
for
said,
not
he
changing
may
his
have
desktop
torn the
background
veil
ever,
accidentally.
and that
If
was
he's
like
involved in
3 or
this
4
at
years
all,
ago at this
I
point.
really don't know.
Mm.
But since it's still the same, he sometimes brings it up again.
I'm not going to dignify this question with being asked, because obviously we would know why she's frightened of her son becoming a mage.
The Arl's a decent man.
I guess
I
stuff
wondered
is
how he
important
could
for the
possibly be
first
the threat
game
Logain
of
said he
world
was,
building.
but I did it anyway.
Well, I mean, you know, it's
Such a fool.
there in case you weren't paying attention or aren't a mage.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of running away and hiding from what I've done. I'm going to try to fix it any way I can. You broke your word to
So
me
chat
back at the tower.
spoke about Mass
think
Effect
you owe me.
Remastered. Is there any plan to
Help
play
me
it on a
fix
stream or
this.
show? I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't
Probably.
know.
I wouldn't be super interested in it.
Did you guys do the Citadel DLC?
Did
No.
we?
See, that might be kind of fun. Maybe.
Is that good?
Oh, it's the best. It's so good. But, I mean, it's really good for, like,
I'm
Mass
still
Effect
the same
fans, because
Jow
it's
you
just
knew.
fan service, which I'm for.
If you're
Give me,
still
it's
the
a third
same friend
game.
I
Give me
once
fucking
had,
fan
I'm hoping
service.
You'll help me
That's
do
like
what I know is right.
I mean, my favorite
I
part
say
of
this boy
like the
could
Mass
still
Effect
be of
series is
use
the stuff
to
that would
us,
come up in the
but
fan service.
If not, then let
Yeah,
him go.
so it's really
Why
cute,
keep
and they
him
have a bunch of
prisoner
like
here?
weird jokes in
Hey,
it that
let's
like
not forget
reference
he's
the
a
other
blood mage.
games, and
Can't just set the
they
blood
have this
mage
whole thing
free.
about Shepard
Better to
dancing
slay
in
him.
it because they've always
Better to
made fun of
punish him
Shepard
for his
dancing in the
choices.
game, so it's
Is this
quite
Owl's soul who
good.
speaks, or the
So
temper?
if we were gonna do it, I
I'd
would
say
say the
it's common
Citadel
sense.
DLC, but
We don't even
I don't
know
know,
the
man.
whole story
I
yet.
honestly
He
just
wishes
kind of
to
have
redeem
bad memories of trying to do
Everyone
spoiler
has
warnings
that
of Mass Effects. Like I didn't
Like
really ever
mean-
have a good time
mean,
doing it, so
everyone
I don't
deserves
know
a
if I
chance
really
to redeem
want to.
themselves
So
and
Some of
I-
that, I think, was how
This
much
man, no less
Seamus
than
absolutely
any.
hated
your
the
friend.
last two
You
games.
know him best.
Give me
yeah.
a chance, please.
I generally also I'm not gonna get too much into this, but I generally also have negative memories of the spoiler warning Mass Effect series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, I mean, to be honest, like I have barely touched the franchise since I initially played it. Or I
Yeah.
initially played some of it.
I played a bit of Andromeda, but didn't really get into it. Then you played a bunch of Andromeda and came around and were like, yeah, no, you made the right decision.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Andromeda.
Well, I tried to save anyone still up there. There must be something I can do.
Sometimes I'm tempted to go back and like see if, you know, because they fixed a bunch of the bugs with it.
It's not bad. Replaying it, it's not bad, but I really just did not
I'm glad
care
you
about the
think so.
crewmates to the same
So
level
what
that I
now?
cared about
Yeah.
the crewmates in the original. So,
Why
I
don't
have
we
a
let Joan out
weird-
and see what Joan does doing Joan things?
okay.
Let's
Letting me out?
be chaotic.
I have a weird
And what
opinion,
then?
and I'm not sure I'm happy with it because, it's the kind of opinion I don't like myself to have much.
I'm not sure that's a
Like,
good idea.
I don't
like to
know
help
if I
out, but
really.
I'm not
I
so
think
sure I
on
want to
balance,
follow you
I
into
prefer
danger
when role-playing
exactly.
games don't do this. Like this kind of conversation that we're doing here, where like the camera's behind us and then it like cuts from person to person, like back and forth. So I feel like they've been doing this in role-playing games for like 15 years
I
now,
won't,
and
I
it
promise.
really like
I will find a way
It's
to
not a
fix
lot
this
better.
somehow.
in terms
Yeah.
of like feeling like a natural conversation.
I agree, and also, I don't know what it is, but I much prefer if I can spin the camera while I'm talking to someone, and I know that sounds really weird, but if the characters are talking to each other and I'm able to spin the camera around while they talk, I'm much more relaxed
Yeah.
than if I have to just sit there and watch a cutscene, essentially.
Yeah, because like you can't, because it like locks you out. You can't fiddle, you can't fidget, like,
Right, exactly.
and all you're doing is listening. So it's like not being able to
Yes.
doodle in class.
That's exactly right.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do you put that in the codex instead of just letting me open it? Where even is the
But I
codex
just,
here?
I've come around to like this
Journal?
very niche position where some of like I think that like playing an RPG and like having most of the conversations just like kind of be text, and then maybe like some voice acting appearing like in a bar is like the best way for that to happen, and I can just sort of read it at my own pace. Because that
Oh.
also kind of gets
Huh.
that similarly kind of gets to that fidgety thing because it's self-directed.
I can see that. I can see that. I have a hard time reading in-game text, personally. I have a really hard time with it. Like, I don't know what it is. I just am like, I'd rather have someone read this to me.
That's part of why I don't like this opinion, because I think that it really limits the reach of a game for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
like if I had a good decent budget, I wouldn't make a game that was like the game I just described. I would make a game with like full voice acting and stuff, because I think that, like, you can get to more players with that.
Yeah, no, literally just have someone read all of the text, and I would know so much more about Dragon Age than I do now.
I'm not a huge fan of just like throwing out voice acting for RPGs, even though it does, like, it is something that, you know,
I can see that. Yeah, that's fair.
You skip sometimes, but
I mean, that's why I originally really enjoyed like BioShock, because it was like, I'm gonna pick up this tape, and this tape is gonna play while I'm doing other shit.
Back before audio logs of death were, you know, the thing that happens in every fucking thing.
In the hour and a half before I refunded Cyberpunk 2077, one of the things that really struck me was that, like, I was in this mission, like one of the first missions, and I find like 3 or 4 different text logs in this tense stealth mission, where it's like, okay, I want to know this stuff because I don't really know anything about Cyberpunk, like the setting, or Night City, but like this is such an immersion, like this is such a like tone breaker to like have to stop in the middle of this like kind of linear sneaking section and just like read a magazine.
Totally.
Yeah, like BioShock having those audio logs is great.
Do you remember in Fallout 4 when they had audio logs, but you couldn't toggle with the sound for it? So, like, they would be so quiet, and you're like, I really need to hear this. Please stop shooting so I can hear what this dude is saying.
Yeah.
Like, there were full missions where I didn't know what the fuck was going on, because the audio log is the only indicator of what happened, and you can't listen to it while you're shooting a bunch of zombies.
Oh, they were hanging out at church, I guess. Andrastrian shades.
Tell you guys how like Fallout 4 accidentally worked for me?
No, tell me. Is it because you think Hancock is cute? Because that's why I played it and enjoyed it.
I don't even know if I ever had Hancock as a party member.
You are missing out. He's a hunk.
I seems pretty cool.
Okay, go on. I'm so sorry.
No. Because like also I'm interested in hearing about that, because like I had a limited relationship with NPCs partially because Nick Valentine was just my go-to.
Oh, for sure. No, Nick Valentine is also a hunk.
I felt like my character had such a rapport with him that like I almost didn't want to switch to different party members, which is a big mistake because that's like where 90% of the good stuff in Fallout 4 is, but never mind.
Yeah.
So, point is, like...
I really need to fucking stop giving you these fucking... I gotta work on combat AI here at some point.
So, like, it's pretty clear... I don't know if this was ever confirmed, how, like, you weren't originally supposed to be able to play a female protagonist. Like, that was a rumor that was going around, like, that they added it ad hoc in the
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
There's some stuff that, like, kind of corroborates that, which, like, I found, which is really funny. Like, apparently Fallout 4 had a really disastrous Japanese localization.
Oh, no.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, like I was reading a blog about, like, you know, that was, like, grading various Japanese localizations in English, and they had an article that was about, like, oh, here are disastrous English localizations into Japanese, and, like, translations of some forum threads about it.
Oh, my God.
There's... Like, so there's 2 problems. One is that, like, you know how Raiders are always going, like, hell yeah!
Yeah!
So that was translated to basically mean, this is hell, yeah!
Oh my god.
And it happened so often in that game, and, like, I was reading a thread where players were like, and it was great because, like, I've seen this conversation so many times in English, and this is, like, the Japanese equivalent of it, where they're, like, speculating on what it's supposed to mean and also confidently explaining what it means in English incorrectly.
Oh my god.
They're like, this is clearly for them supposed to say, this is hell, as in, like, you know, I love this. I love that this is hell.
Oh
I
my
love this hell that I have made for myself.
Oh my god.
It's very subtle. English is a very subtle language. You guys
oh my
clearly
god.
don't get it.
I love that so much, because that is exactly what nerds do.
But, like, also, so relevant to what I was saying, like, the English text subtitles for the player character are all, like, use male, like, first-person pronouns. It's like, you know, it's apparently, like, you know, there's, like, really like, Ore is, like, a really masculine pronoun, and, like, only, like, big tough dudes use.
Interesting.
And it's, like, so, like, so essentially, like, the voice actress just, like, it was enough out of place that the voice actors just kind of like adapts it, like, oh, haha, teehee, like watashi, you know, like using feminine first-person pronouns. But like the dialogue is written in this really aggressively macho way, where the subtitles don't match what she's saying at all.
Oh, that rocks.
What the hell happened to their fucking Japanese localization? Because like,
well, yeah,
it's not like it's the first game they've localized in Japanese.
So that's what I'm saying is like maybe this led some credence to the unconfirmed rumor that like it was only a male protagonist. But like if you've played it, it makes sense in the sense that like, oh yeah, Claudia's saying there are female characters who use Ore, although it's pretty rare. Yeah, it's like a stylistic choice is my understanding of it, which is pretty poor because boy, I'm a shitty weeb.
Mumbles, I apologize.
But you
we're
are
about
a
to
weeb,
fight
and that's what matters.
dogs.
What's happening? What's happening?
We're about to fight dogs shortly, so.
Oh no!
The
I'm gonna turn the
franchise.
sound down.
The Yakuza franchise made me a weeb. It happened.
Dude. You haven't lived until you've got into a Don Quixote for real, Rutskarn.
Dun, 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 dun. It's actually really sad because their agreement seems to have expired with the Yakuza franchise. It's not.
No!
There are no Don Quixote 7.
No! But there are Japanese wrestlers, and that's what matters.
That is what matters. Anyway, so if you play Fallout 4, it does kind of like make sense where it's like the dude in the family is like he's a veteran, he's a soldier. He narrates the opening monologue instead of Ron Perlman. He's like, it's like, oh, you know, I war never changes. I'm the guy, and then like wife is a lawyer, and that's her deal. And if you're trying to figure out like who makes more sense to be like a Fallout survivor character in a Fallout game that's defined very much by combat, it'd be like, well, obviously it's supposed to be the veteran dude, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, why wouldn't they just make it so that whichever one you play is...
Why can't the lady be a... Whatever.
Yeah, the lady could be, right?
Yeah.
But like, you would expect it to be like, oh, whichever gender you pick, that's the protagonist of like the narrator, veteran, main character.
Right.
But anyway, she's a lawyer. So like, there's some like various dialogues and like things you can find, but because I was playing a female character, which are indicating like, it seems like you didn't make a lot of money as a lawyer, or like you weren't the main breadwinner for the family as a lawyer, and it's like, that's weird because like, the dude is just like, his job seems to be veteran. There's nothing else clear that's going on for him.
Yeah.
Like, what you would expect her to be the one who's making all the money.
No, it's total bullshit, Redcliffe. Like, they clearly had it written for a dude, and then people are like, wait, can I at least play a woman? I know you're not even gonna let me play as a ghoul, like we were promised a long time ago, but okay, fine. And they're like, oh, and then remember that stupid thing they did? Oh god, it still makes me so mad. One of the presentations they had for Fallout 4, they had the guy in the mirror and he's like, I'm getting ready for the day. And then they're like, and you can switch to a woman. And
Yes,
then
I
like the
remember
whole
that.
crowd cheered, and I'm just like, please die.
Like, that's
Please
been
die.
an option since Fallout 1.
Yeah, like,
die.
come on.
I was so mad. I was like, this is so stupid and so fake. And like the fact that the crowd of like journalists, game journalists, are losing their shit over like, we're allowing you to be a woman as well, by the way. Like, fuck you, dude. Like,
That should be
I'll get
bare
into this some
minimum
other
at this
time,
point.
but like, I have a whole pet peeve where Bethesda is the master of like teasing a feature that's going to be in their game that has been in like several of their previous games, and making journalists like just like tout it out like, oh, it's gonna be so amazing when they've already done it.
one thing they did do is they started a conversation about if there are characters to romance, should you be able to romance them no matter what? That is one of the tried and true arguments that I personally am not even sure how I feel about it sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But like, is it the player's right to be able to romance whoever they want, or conversely, can you write characters that have sexuality that is integral to their character, and you cannot romance them if you are not part of that? Like, that is really interesting.
I think my position on that is, if it's Bethesda writing them, you might as well just make them just romanceable either way, because they're not
I
doing a
agree.
good job writing a queer romance as
Yeah,
opposed to
no.
like a hetero romance.
I totally agree. So, like, in the case of Fallout 4, it works great. It's like free love, baby. Free love in the wasteland. Let's all get freaky.
I think that was probably a good decision in Fallout 4.
But when it's more, like, narrative-driven, I think that it's better that each character has their own sexuality. The only problem is that it, like, doesn't necessarily open it up for, like, everybody. It's like... It's tough. I really admire how the Dragon Age team managed to create all of these NPCs that you love immediately, and they all have their own thing, and you respect them for it. And I think that, like, the Mass Effect team couldn't get that right. It's only the Dragon Age team. They've made 3 games. Each protagonist of the game has been different, and each one of the sets of companions have been different for the most part, and they've all had their own thing, and it all fucking rocks. That is one thing that is so special about Dragon Age to me.
The rest of you care to join me in the room where I'm fighting 6 enemies?
Oh no.
So, to finish out, like, the Fallout 4, like, why it accidentally worked for me. So, like...
Yeah, sorry.
No,
This kind of promo about romancing in video games. What else do you think I'm here for?
I'm honestly really enjoying the digressions of this conversation, and I don't have any issues going with it. But it's like, so you're a lawyer, but like you didn't make much money. I guess somehow I sort of ended up with this understanding that my character was like, kind of like a public defender, civil rights lawyer, like pro bono kind of attorney. Like that was kind of more her deal.
Yeah.
And then like, so then like you know you get frozen, you lose your husband, your baby's been taken from you, and like this honestly makes no sense from like a character writing perspective, where you instantly just transition to like, now I'm a wasteland badass going around shooting everybody. I think even like if you're a veteran, like that, like regardless of like what character you are, that's kind of weird how quick that transition happens.
Card, I feel like they could have done it so much differently. So if you, first of all, I think you should have been able to choose your occupation, female or male. What does it fucking matter?
The dogs have killed us.
Oh, well, good. That's what you get for fighting sweet puppies.
They
Anyway,
ate us to death.
Good, is what I said to that. Okay, so first of all, you should be able to pick. So you should be able to pick what your job was before the war. Either lawyer or soldier, or probably a couple other ones, but whatever. Let's just say it's lawyer and soldier. Second of all, if you picked lawyer, you should be fucking bad at shooting guns. You should be really good at talking. And there should be options for you to be able to talk yourself out of a shit ton of situations, because you picked the lawyer character. That's how it should go. That's how you build an RPG.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I killed Rutskarn.
Did he die?
No, I'm
think
sorry. I had to just pull away for a second. I guess I was just saying, like, weirdly having that characterization made it feel like, I don't know, like, kind of the game is built up as if it's this contrast between everything was great before and now things are terrible, but, like, having the perspective of I was someone who interacted with, like, the failures of this society kind of made me feel like, well, no, actually, this is kind of just like, well, that was shit. Now this is shit. Let's just get through it. And that felt like a weirdly compelling character thing to me, where it was like, no, you know, it has this rules, it rewards these people, it punishes these people, just like, do your thing, get through it.
Very different from how I played Fallout 4. For me, the way that I actually thought of it as like, she used to be a lawyer. She probably had to actually give up her practice to be a mom. She's sad that her husband and her baby died, or like her baby's missing or whatever. But like part of her is really fucking stoked to go out there when there's not a lot of rules and a bunch of chaos, and she can be her own person. And I think there's room in Fallout 4 to do that. Not a lot, but there is a little room for that.
Yeah.
Penalty to cunning, that's not too bad.
And I'm off.
Oh, but we found a collar for Mumblo.
Oh, sweet, sweet Mumblo.
And a bunch of war paints.
Like, really got confused there until I remember that we named the dog Mumblo.
Hey, Mumbles, here's your collar.
Sweet, sweet Mumblo.
That was an unpleasant
We
moment.
went to
of,
Hot
like,
Topic.
Orientation.
You know what, though? When I was 13, I would wear like 4 to 5 collars. Because I was, well, yeah, I was like an alternative kid. So I had like a whole stack of them all up my neck, basically.
I basically forgot that whole aesthetic had like a heyday in high schools.
Yeah. You were a little young for it.
A little bit, yeah. By the time I was in high school, it was like
I'm sorry.
the thing was having
so
like
frightened. These monsters are
metallic
everywhere.
tubes around your hair.
Jimmy, I was before seeing kids. I was like a mix between, like, I didn't do any drugs, but I loved raver fashion. So I would dress like ravers because I was a 13-year-old and I thought it looked cool. And I didn't understand the drug stuff, but I liked the aesthetic. And then we called them alternative chicks. I was an alternative chick.
But the monsters.
You remember I mentioned I was getting into like music for the first time, like for the past 5 to 10 years?
I can run fast
Yeah.
and I know the castle.
So
Thank
like
you.
over the past year or two, the thing that happened was that I discovered the whole Rivet Head era, and have gradually been sinking into that swamp.
Why?
I don't know. It really appeals to me on some level.
Alright, I was hoping not to have to do this on stream,
like
but
my
I
inner
do
edgy
need to
kid, I
fucking
guess.
adjust the party AI.
It's like I'm having my edgy teenage phase of music tastes
How do we do that?
at 29.
What are some of the bands that you like?
KMFDM.
Oh,
I know.
God, Redscarn, that's bad music.
No, it is. It's not good.
It's like legitimately bad.
It's like Kidney Thieves.
Oh! Why can't you go through a ska phase like a normal kid?
Gender Torturers.
Oh!
Okay,
I mean, I've always liked Rammstein.
Primus is okay. Primus is fine. I'm okay with Primus.
Some of these, honestly, some of these acts I'm not even terribly comfortable saying the name on stream.
Yeah, no. I am ashamed of you. As your one friend who knows a lot about music, I am ashamed.
It's not a genre of, like, melodic innovation. And, like, it's kind of like they figured out one thing that worked, and then it's just kind of like figuring out the best way to package it.
No, it sucks.
Rob Zombie is in there.
I met Rob Zombie. Did I ever tell you about that?
Oh, what was that? Was he cool?
He was so cool. I met him at a comic book convention. I met him in San Diego, and he had like this whole posse, and he was having a great time. The posse was having a good time. I came up and I was like, whoa, it's Rob Zombie. And he's like, hey, kid. And I was like, whoa. And then I ran away because I was scared.
Last thing that happened before quarantine ended was that I did Dragula at a karaoke bar.
Nice.
Yeah, I have to tell you that after that, I have a new appreciation for, like, Rob Zombie, because that song is fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
Like, I was out of breath at the end of that.
My favorite karaoke song that is used as a weapon against society is Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Because I can do it, but it is a weapon of mass destruction.
I had a moment, like, okay, so I had a moment early in discovering music on my own, like, at my own, like, volition and direction, where I was like, man, I really, you know, I kind of enjoy the song, like, Staying Alive and, like, this other Bee Gees song.
No, they're great.
Yeah, and then I, like, put on a Bee Gees album, and it was, like, that song and another one, and then, like...
No, don't do that. Yeah, don't listen to the Bee Gees album. Don't ever buy a Bee Gees album.
No, they have, like, the disco tracks, and then they have, like, the soapy tracks. And, like, I could just, like, the problem was that, like, it was my mom's CD, and, like, we were driving together, and I'm like, oh, Bee Gees, like, I'm interested in the Bee Gees, and we put it on, so I couldn't, like, just eject it and be like, no, this sucks, because it was her disc.
Oh yeah, it's like at that point you're in for it.
I was just in for a journey of discovery, of so
There are two there's two BG songs that are really, really good. The first is Staying Alive, of course. It fucking rocks. And the second is More Than a Woman, because I feel like More Than a Woman would make a awesome fight scene song. I feel like I'd want to beat the shit out of someone while More Than a Woman plays behind me while I'm beating the shit out of someone.
Oh, that's wrong. This one.
What is there good Rivethead shit? Like, is there Rivethead shit that
No.
like, people really respect?
I'm
No.
gonna hold on. Let me look.
Just an entire genre wasteland.
I can't believe you're making me doing this. Genre of music. I'm just gonna search. I'm gonna look at their Wikipedia page and see if there's any that I think are okay. Ugh, industrial dance music. Fucking barf. Alright. No. I'm gonna keep looking.
So far, no.
Ugh. I hate their aesthetic too. They're the wrong kind of post-punk. There's two kinds of post-punk. There's the ironic, like, pavement, like, we're not trying very hard, we're gonna go on Space Ghost. And then there's industrial post-punk, which is this bullshit.
I see, the thing about this is that, like, on some level I have an appreciation and connection with, like, what it's doing aesthetically, but I can immediately tell that there's a huge difference between, like, well, okay, it's kind of like what I was, remember, like, last time we were talking about, like, role-playing and, like, how you play characters that represent, like, an aspect of yourself, but not necessarily one that, like, inhabits your daily life.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I can immediately tell that there are two kinds of rivet heads.
I
There are the people who are, like, rivet heads on weekends, and then the people who, like, actually are this person.
Yeah,
I can give Leliana a tactic that says usability poison making
Yeah,
in combat. Wait, hang on. Okay, I want to... What happens if we turn this on for that? Do we just, like, the second the fight starts, the poison making thing comes up? Alright, let's see here. That's good. That's good. That's not good. Alright, these need to be cleared. And honestly... Let's see.
All suck, Rutskarn. I'm still looking for...
For the musically proficient rivet head act.
Man. Because music is my life. And it's like, I have to find... I always believe that there's at least one band that I think is good in every genre, and now I feel this is my new calling, to figure out what shitty electronic body music I like. Let's see. No, I can't go down this road with you, Rutskarn. I'm so sorry. I must leave you here.
Just like you see me disappearing in the distance, like with
I'm so sorry.
sitting on my forehead, just like trailing these shitty studded
I'm
jeans.
so sorry. I went the other direction with music. Like I said, I'm like more of the post-punk that's like ironic and like they recorded in their fucking bedroom and they're a bunch of like just nerds. That's my deal. And it's not good either, but it's my deal.
Okay, Jimmy says, I enjoy MCR to this day, ironically. So here's the thing. I actually have not heard... Okay. I have, at various times, I think mostly due to Saints Row 2, heard various My Chemical Romance songs, like, actually, like, the recordings that were put in albums and sold to the general public. But...
Yeah. I have no opinion about it. I don't understand it.
% of the time I've heard My Chemical Romance, it has been at karaoke, performed by my friends. So there's this weird thing where somebody will say, like, oh, this MCR song, and, like, I have no idea what the actual vocals are supposed to sound like, because all I can hear is, like, my enthusiastic friends warbling it through a picture of Blue Moon.
Yeah, I don't get it. It was right after my time. So, like, as soon as I got into college, then Fall Out Boy, MCR, all of those came out. And at that point, I was in college and I thought I was hella cool. So I listened to, like, Belle and Sebastian and, like, fucking Danger Mouse and, like, all kinds of stuff like that. Because I thought I was cooler than that. And I honestly do not understand it. If I was at an MCR concert, I'd be like, what is happening? And the other thing is, Gwen, it's not OG emo. OG emo is like Dashboard Confessional, fucking Connor Oberst Bright Eyes. That is OG emo. That is what started it. And then you had a bunch of people who also like pop punk who fucking made Fall Out Boy. That is the truth. That is the truth. I'm done.
Why are they not doing anything? Oh boy.
Yeah. Dashboard Confessional and Bright Eyes also not good. I don't like emo music. I never have.
Geez.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh well, this is going well. It worked. Hey, let's make some venom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's so dumb. Oh my god, it keeps opening. Oh no!
Oh, Josh. Only you. Only you.
I may have made a mistake.
We're here for 93 bits. Wait, it keeps going.
Right, gonna fix that here. Don't do that. What was the other thing? Usability, there we go. There we go. Oh, that was dumb. Hey dude, you need to use a heal.
Paramore, I think, is considered pop punk, but the original pop punk was like Good Charlotte, Blink 182, fucking. Oh, I gotta look up some of these. Hold on a second. But it was like when I was in high school pop punk, and it was not always great. It was mostly bad. Let's see.
I mean, punk fractally is mostly bad.
Newfound Glory. Simple Plan.
Injury kits, yeah.
Yellow Card. Offspring, yeah. All American Rejects. Remember those guys? Yeah. That was like early 2000s pop punk. And you can thank Blink-182 for that.
Yes.
Sum 41. Oh my god, Sum 41. Another one of my karaoke faves.
What now?
God, it's been so long since I listened to Sum 41.
It's really funny. It's still really funny and weird.
What's Sum 41?
What's some punk band?
Fat Lip. Like,
God, I can't even remember any of their song names now.
Fat Lip, Into Deep. I sing Into Deep more than Fat Lip.
What?
But you wouldn't know Into Deep if you don't know Fat Lip.
Yeah. I don't think. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I know any of these songs.
No, it was before your time.
I mean, my time. I cannot stress enough. Is like 2015.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is there anything else out here that we can go through there?
Like, there was a moment in college where like I started using Pandora, and that was, I think, the first time ever I started hearing an artist and thinking to myself, oh,
Yes.
this I can identify that this song came from this specific artist.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Previously, it was like I would hear a song and it would just be like, this song appeared on the radio and now it's gone. I didn't like think about it in terms of genres even.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I played guitar since I was 12, and so, like, and I was in maybe 3 bands in high school. So, I've always, like, really been interested in music. And so what would happen is I'd hear a song on the radio, and then I would buy all of their music, and then I would critique it. And if I liked it, I would learn how to play it. So, like, I've always had, like, an interest in it. And it's funny because Nick can play any instrument. Literally, I have known him for almost 10 years now, and we went over to his parents' house, and he just went downstairs and started playing drums. I didn't know he could play drums. He plays the drums awesome. He can play the piano. He can play guitar. He can play the bass guitar. Wild.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Where? What? Liliana, where are you going? What are you...
She's got to shoot him real hard.
Shit. This is gonna suck.
Josh, if you play this on easy, no one's gonna judge you.
Yeah.
That's only on normal. I know how to play this game. We're not really at the point where everything comes online yet. The problem is we're fighting a Revenant. Revenants just kind of kill everything. Can we get the party away from that Revenant so I can hit him with the fireball at least?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. We'll do that. No. It wants to move. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, sure. Problem is we've got all these... Liliana decided to go fight the archers, and that's not a winning proposition. She's not even with the rest of the party, so that her fucking bard powers help. We're just gonna need to go into direct melee combat and start taking on these corpses. Well, eat a health poultice. Actually, everybody do that. Actually, you don't need to do that, but maybe Liliana can, or maybe Morrigan can help us by turning into a spider. Let's just put you in like maximum defense mode.
This seems honestly painful, Josh.
I like playing games like this. It's
really?
Yeah, it's, you know, thought puzzles. How do you handle this encounter? I didn't handle the encounter very well in the initial thing because I ended up aggroing everybody all at once. I didn't realize there were archers up there, but...
In Inquisition, I play a mage called Hold My Beer Mage. Where basically, you build the mage so that it pulls everyone into the same area, and then you do fade tears, and you do fireballs. And so you can basically destroy everyone before the rest of your party can even catch up with you.
Did we? I feel like we did. Did we discuss like my Icewind Dale playthrough on this stream before?
I've mentioned it.
Yeah, it was like the one where like I didn't have a healer in the party.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was a huge. So I kind of that became its own emergent role-playing thing. It kind of made me start thinking about it because like I had 3 wizards in the party essentially, and like 3 frontline type fighters, and no, like with some rogue stuff thrown in there, and no healer.
Why?
I don't know. You could make your whole party, and I just thought it was fun, I guess.
Okay.
The thing is, like, if you can get through a fight, I mean, I should have had a healer, absolutely. I just wanted more. I know, I wanted to play around with
You want to do more stabbing?
I like stupid parties. I like trying to, like, solve problems with wildly inappropriate skill sets.
God.
Because, like, you kind of end up learning how to play the game they didn't want you to play.
I agree with that, but I'm on the other side of that spectrum, where I'm like, how can I break this game so it's incredibly easy and hilarious? Because basically, like, if you can pull everyone to the same zone, they all knock heads, and then you light them on fire, and that never gets old, Rustgarn. It never gets old.
Well, that's sort of what I ended up doing. Would be I would just like have my frontline fighters hold the line, and then my wizards would dump fireballs.
Yeah.
Because I would have more hit points than they would. We would just survive it.
Oh,
and then I'd hit
jeez.
the rest button, and it would like rest until healed, which would end up being like 6 months each time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like playing. I don't like playing RPGs legit like you, so that's kind of how I often have fun with it. Is just try to like enjoy its stupid build.
I see.
Hey,
For
we
me,
got
it's
it.
like more about the story and feeling powerful. So if I play it in a way that just destroys everybody and it's hilarious and quick, like that actually is more enjoyable for me than like I'm gonna solve a puzzle.
Yeah, I have that too. Sometimes it really depends, I guess.
Like when did we ever do Fallout 4? Did we ever do a Fallout 4 spoiler warning? I can't remember.
Yeah, we did.
Was I on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
shit.
was I made the stupid giant castle and the Buttscarn sign.
That's right. I was on it for a bit. I came back and forth. But one thing I did in that game that I probably told you guys about when we played it was like when you go to fight that guy who steals your kid, the bald guy, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? You know the bald
K
guy?
something.
He's got like a Kellogg.
I wanted to say Kenner for some reason.
Keith? No.
No, it's Kellogg.
When you go
Cornflakes.
fight him, he's in that bunker, and I was like, you know what's gonna kill everyone in this bunker? A nuke. And so I just like let off a nuke in there, and I was like, this was a mistake because of the repercussions of lighting off a nuke in a bunker.
Is there anything cool to loot here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, into the castle.
It's in there. They're basically asking me to use the Fat Man.
Right.
So I did, and then I died.
You know, the nuclear bunker is so that you don't get hit by nukes. It's not a place for you to use nukes.
I was hoping you could just like, they're dancing. Oh god. Oh no, make it. Oh god.
So it's just like, I'm so tired.
I have to admit that, like, I think this is a great investment of their development resources.
Was the dancing?
Yeah.
Well, then why don't we ever get to dance?
So these are
Yeah, where's my dance emoji?
the ones
Absolutely.
you told me about, Mother.
Should have just had the minigame from
Yes.
Yakuza 0. Why didn't they put the minigame from Yakuza 0 in there?
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers.
I would really
The
enjoy
ones
the
I sent
disco
to reclaim
minigame,
my
but with
village.
like Hey Nani Ho Ho
Yes.
music.
And now
Oh
it's
my
staring
God.
at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is an elf,
Maybe you need
Connor.
glasses.
You've seen elves before. We have them here in the castle.
Oh, I remember. I had their ears cut off and fed to the dogs. The dogs chew for hours.
Yeah, this is some fucked up shit.
This is legitimately creepy.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, all the dogs are dead.
I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
I'm just gonna wish us to the cornfield.
What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the maker.
I'm gonna have to go a little bit early in a
Connor.
few minutes here, by the way.
Connor, can you hear me?
All right.
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning
Stick
to
around for
bore
like
me.
another half hour, and then we can wrap it up.
That sounds good.
Please don't hurt
We
my
can probably
son.
get to the beginning of the
He's
tower
not
sequence.
responsible
like the
for
lake.
what he does.
Yep.
Okay. I'll have to definitely do a deep dive into the wiki so that I can learn all
Yeah.
about this in the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
Here am I!
Chat asks, now will Josh kill the child?
him
That
better
is the
this
real
way.
question. I'm not gonna,
No
I'm
more
not gonna kill the
yelling.
kid.
We're not gonna
Now
kill
he
the kid. We're
amuses
not gonna
me.
kill the kid.
I
Connor
honestly
didn't
forget
mean
how
to
this
do
went
this.
for me.
It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon.
I have a lot of details
Connor
about this
was
quest. I don't remember
just
much that
trying
actually
to help
happened
his
in Dragon Age
father.
Origins.
And made a
Yeah,
deal
me
with the
either.
demon
It's been a
to
bit.
do so?
It's kind of like I'm remembering it as I'm watching
Foolish
this.
child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive.
Square deal.
Just as
Alright,
I
guys.
wanted.
It's been a great time. I'll catch you guys next time.
Sit on the throne
Bye.
And send
See
out
ya.
armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody. Ha 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 ha.
Quiet, Uncle.
Can I get what Van
warned you
Tegan's
what would happen
having?
if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This woman will have the audience she seeks.
So this is kind of the
woman. What
the
have you
thing
come
with the
here
way
for?
this game's quests go. We you know, went to Redcliffe, the obvious first choice. Alistair's like, we should go to Redcliffe first. Okay, so we went to Redcliffe and found out that Redcliffe's getting attacked by zombies. Did a little, you know, side quest stuff to set up the zombie defense. Did the zombie defense. Big zombie battle. Okay, zombie battle's over. You know, and you think you're getting to the end of some segment, right? But then we have to go into the castle, and there's zombies all over the castle. Big castle fight with a bunch of zombies and a revenant at the end, right? Okay, did that.
Yeah.
Now we get here. We discover that what we have to do, if you want to do any of the even reasonably good options here, is go to the Circle Tower. So then we go to the Circle Tower, and spoilers, stuff's not going well in Irving's house.
What?
Things are bad, and so we have a big segment in the Circle Tower, and then the Fade shows up.
Whoa.
Then we have another big segment in the Circle Tower, come back here, and then finally we can finish this quest that we started with.
Why did they do this? Why?
To help me. To help Father.
Right, Spidey?
To help
Why?
yourself.
Where are you?
It's just this like constant set of increasingly escalating, you know, action sequences. You don't ever get a cooldown where you're at the end of a quest and go like, oh yeah, okay, we finished the quest, we can kind of hang out with the characters and then like move on. Same sort of thing happens in Orzammar, where the second after finishing the big Orzammar, well actually no, you don't even really finish the big Orzammar quest. You get to the very last bit of it, and then it's like, hey, why don't you go to our 10-hour-long Deep Roads dungeon?
Oh, yeah, that's right. There was a whole bunch of stuff before the Deep Roads even.
Yeah, there's a huge thing. And then by the time you're done with the Deep Roads, it's like you go back to that whole political quest, and you're like, I don't fucking remember what the fuck was going on here. That was years ago.
Like, I'll pick that guy? He seems right?
I don't need help. I can do everything all by myself. Isn't that
Spidey,
right?
are you crying? I'm in here, bud. Spidey.
I
Spidey unhappy.
think
Yeah,
Of
he's
course you
crying,
don't.
but I don't
Ever
know
since you
why.
sent the nights
I'm
away,
obviously
you
in
do
here.
nothing but deprive me of my fun.
Well, he's probably just belly aching.
Frankly,
He's a
it's
gremlin.
getting dull.
He is the
I crave
gremlin.
excitement and action. This woman spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village. And now she'll repay me.
Why do you go into the Fate in this game? I don't remember.
Demon sends you there.
Oh.
I don't remember what do we have to knock out Van Tegan, I think, and that's what gets it to stop? No, we kill all the rest of the guys, and then Van Tegan survives and is like, oh no. Hey, Sol, I'm sure you're alright if we fireball your Grand Hall here.
It's gonna be great.
Alistair, don't do that.
Oh, I remember the Fate bit in Dragon Age 2.
It's better in Dragon Age 2.
Yeah.
It's not as long, and it doesn't look as bad. Like, it's all just kind of ugly yellow in this game.
It's just supposed to be funny, yeah. And they did get in 3. They need to stop doing that. I guess they're gonna. Because spoilers. We may not have a Fate for much longer.
Oh, jeez. We're definitely not up at the point where the armor is compensating for the just generally crappy constitution that we have. I forgot. So it's a completely unmarked thing with abilities in this game, but some spells require you to sheathe your weapons if you're wielding melee weapons, and then like have your hands free to use them. You can avoid this by just quick switching to a staff in your second slot.
Yeah.
But it's very annoying.
I just love the fire animation so much. It just looks like she lit a flamethrower and now y'all about to burn.
Why are all my fucking powers turned off? Let's fireball these guys.
We have no choice but to fight!
Alright, they're dead.
Main hall? Is this the main hall of the castle? This is where the Dragon Age Inquisition fight must be then.
I honestly don't remember what happens in Redcliffe in that game.
So basically, Tevinter mages figured out how to do time travel, and they throw the Inquisitor and Dorian back and forward in time, and so then you get to see what happens if you don't save the world, and you have to go through Redcliffe and stop him.
Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save
Hey
him.
man, Tegan, how you doing? God, that fucking blood splatter shit. This is the most unintentionally comical element of this game.
Oh, my favorite. It's so funny.
Connor is no longer a child.
Hi, Jowen. How you doing? Nice of you to finally show up.
You
Hey,
did
bud.
this to Connor.
I didn't summon any demon. I told you.
Was that to Jowen
Please,
or
if you let
Spidey?
me help.
No, it's just Jowen. I don't know.
You betrayed me.
God, that's a good
I
point.
brought you here
Bud.
to help my son.
Bud.
In return, you poisoned my husband.
This is the mage you spoke of?
No,
Didn't you
he's
say
not
he was in
coming.
the dungeon?
He was. I assumed the creatures had killed him by now.
Spidey's like, I don't
must
come,
have
you
been
come
set
to
free.
me.
That's a lie. Because if I was saying it's nap time, he'd come running. Nick's here. Hi, Nick. Nick, you want to come say hi?
If this man hadn't poisoned my
Hello,
husband,
spoiler warning.
none of this would have happened. He should be executed.
Oh my goodness,
Nick.
it's
Your
Spidey.
widency made his
Oh my
actions
God,
possible.
Spidey's here. Spidey, what's your favorite thing about being a
I
cat?
know what you must think of me, my lady. I took advantage of your fear.
You are the
I'm
cat.
sorry. I never
You're
knew it would come to
Spidey.
this.
What's your
Well,
favorite thing
I
about
shan't
being a
turn away his
cat?
help, not now.
Yeah!
And if Connor is truly an abomination,
He's not always the demon. Connor
Chat
he's
says
gone.
hello,
fight
Nick.
him, and sometimes
Just as
he-
mysteriously as he appeared, he is vanished.
I just want to protect
The ways of the
him.
Nick are...
isn't that what started
Inscrutable.
this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away.
Goodbye, cat
He
boy
learned
Nick.
to hide it, then.
I think he ran upstairs to the family quarters.
Oh, yes, please.
Violence
I would like the
scares
blueberry
him.
one. Thank you.
I know that sounds strange.
What kind of
Bye.
He may have run up to his room.
We're
or...
drinking Wild Basin boozy sparkling water,
boozy sparkling water?
and it's blueberry mango.
This is different from the teas.
This
That
is actual
showed me.
alcohol.
Oh,
It's
okay,
actually
okay.
booze.
So it's actually an alcoholic drink. All right.
Yeah,
You know, I
after
could-
dealing with those ducks, I wanted some
Do
booze.
some booze right now, but I don't have any in this room. And we're about to end anyway, so who cares?
Upstairs in his room. I think the demon has been keeping him
And then
alive.
when you get to the
So
end of the
if we
Connor
destroy
quest
the
line, you
demon,
still
then-
have to go and do
My
something
husband
else
may
to
perish.
save Arl Eamon. This is the longest
Yes.
fucking quest in the game.
This is not what we set out to do. I thought the whole point of this was to go stop that guy who killed the king.
Yeah.
Go get him.
It would be easier if you could just walk into Denerim and, like, stab him.
You know, it's funny, but I
Demon
always
in
spare
Connor needs to
Logain,
be
so
destroyed. Killing Connor is
I can't
the
see myself
easiest way to
ever
do that,
killing him
certainly.
ever.
Well, if
There
you
is another
do,
way.
Alistair does not
A
like it.
mage could confront the demon in
I
the
know.
Fade.
Well,
Without
yeah,
hurting
because the
Connor
first time I
himself.
played through, I had
What do you
romanced
mean? Is the
Alistair,
demon not
and I was
within
like, we should
Connor?
forgive him and
Not
let him be
physically.
a
The
Grey
demon
Warden. Why
approached Connor in
not?
the
Like, he
Fade
can't
while he
lose.
dreamt
And
and
he's like,
controls him
I'm
from
mad
there.
at you for
You
that.
can use the connection between them to
I
find
don't
the
want
demon.
him to live.
can
It's like
enter
he's
the
gonna be a
Fade
Grey
now.
Warden, bro. It's pretty
And
much
kill
like the
demon
worst job
without
ever.
hurting
Yeah, and then you
my
can make
boy?
him go and
No, but I can enable
die at
another
the end of the
mage to
game.
do so.
Yeah.
It normally
He
requires
doesn't even
lyrium and
have-
several mages. But I have blood magic.
All right, I get that you're trying to, you know, make things right, Jowan, but I'm not sure I trust you with blood magic at this point.
I do. Let's get wild.
Yes, that's right. The
Oh,
ritual
right,
I
we can
know
use Jowan
requires
to
life
skip the...
energy.
We have to go to the circle anyway.
Lot
It's
of
part of the four...
No, let's just go to the
what
circle.
are
The
the
circle's fine. The
things,
circle's
but-
actually my favorite part of the game.
Someone
But yeah,
must die.
we can use
Someone
Jowan
must
to
be
skip
sacrificed.
that, but, like...
Yes, and then we send
I think
another mage
Tegan
into
dies.
the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the
No,
ritual.
fuck this guy.
Yeah.
What
Maybe I
is the
shouldn't have
fast
said
track to
anything.
killing
It's
Jowan?
Not much of an option.
I don't think there is one at this point.
Damn, that sucks.
The power has to come from somewhere, and that means either lyrium or blood.
No, I love
Then
the
let it be my
circle,
blood.
and I love that
I
lady
will
from
be
the
the
circle, the
sacrifice.
mage lady. What's her
What?
name?
Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would not
Ah.
allow this.
Either
She's like an
someone
old
kills
nice
my
lady
son
with a
to
hot
destroy
bod.
everything
Win.
inside him.
Yeah,
I
win.
give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood
I
magic.
think,
How
like,
can more evil
she
be
doesn't
of
really
any help
appear anywhere
Two
else. I think
wrongs
maybe
don't
she's
make
in
a
Dragon
right.
Age 2 for a
It
short bit,
does
but I think
seem
by
like a
Inquisition
sensible
stated that she's,
choice,
like, died.
With a willing participant.
That sucks, because she
Connor
rocks.
is blameless in this. He should not have to pay the price.
You're the mage here, not I.
Man,
my
I could
friend.
never get through
It's
Awakening.
you who would be
I've
going into the
tried.
Fade. The decision
I
is
cannot.
yours.
It is very much Origins, but more. It
More
does have...
combat.
It does have, Anders as not the most annoying person in the universe. His
Yeah,
characterization changes a lot in 2.
I heard that. I heard that he's kind of bearable in Awakening, and like people who liked him in it were like, "What's happening in Dragon Age 2?" But
You can find lyrium
the
and more
response
mages
to
at
Dragon
the
Age
Circle
2
of
was just a
Magi.
clusterfuck in
They will enjoy
general.
Yeah.
That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mage's help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Very well. I will keep Jowan here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor. with us.
Dragon Age
Go
2,
to the tower
yet
quickly
again,
then.
another wave.
The longer you are away, the greater the
Oh,
chances of...
I started that game on hard, ended it on easy because I was just so pissed off with the combat. Just constantly throwing more waves of enemies at me. There are definitely interesting things in 2, but unfortunately, like, the fact that it had that absolutely horrible 11-month-long dev cycle really kind of
Well,
hampered it a lot.
it's like Varric says, it's not as bad as you heard. Like, it's not that bad. It is
Yeah.
bad, but it's not that bad. And I think also it created this like ethos around the companions. If it wasn't for Dragon Age 2, I don't think we'd have the love that we have for companions in even 3, you know?
Sure.
Sorry, I'm talking through your clusterfuck over there.
Oh no, it's alright. I'm just... I can talk while doing this. Yeah, It definitely, like, it works if you look at it and Inquisition as, like, 2 parts of the story.
Yeah.
Because you've got all that crossover of Inquisition characters and, well, 2 characters showing up in Inquisition.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate.
3? No, just 2.
Let's...
The 3rd is Morrigan, who's in this game. No. Yeah. No. Cullen is in 3. Morrigan is in 3. Liliana's in 3.
Yeah.
Varric.
I mean, Hawk shows up.
Hawk. If you don't have Loghain as your Grey Warden, you have the mustache guy from the Deep Roads in 2.
Does Alistair show up in that one if he's the king?
Yes. For briefly.
Oh, this might not turn out so great.
Good luck. I believe in you. Do that thing where you like Hulk out and like particles go around.
I don't think I have that ability to do that. Oh boy. They're chasing me.
There you go. Just lead him. Kite him.
We need to just kind of focus on one of these guys and try to take him down. That one's got the... Come on, Morgan.
Okay, so 3 combat is good if you are playing on console. Do not, if you have never played Dragon Age Inquisition, do not get it on the PC. Do not do it. Or unless you have a controller that can plug in and you can use that.
Yeah.
Get it on the PS4 or the Xbox, that's fine too. It's only fun if you play it with a controller. Yeah, controller's the only way to play it. I can't imagine ever playing it with a keyboard.
Yeah, it really isn't great on keyboard and mouse. I did end up using keyboard and mouse for it, but I played it pretty much as if I were using a controller. So.
Yeah. I like the combat from Inquisition 2. One thing I really love is playing as a mage that can fade walk, essentially. So, like, you can kite people over to your spot and then, like, blast through them, and then you're on the other side of the map, and then you can throw fireballs and shit. It's really fun.
Alright, we did it. Alistair died, but that's okay.
Can you get him back?
Oh yeah, if
there he is.
If you go down in battle, you get a an injury that gives you some kind of minor penalty to
that's
something.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't remember if they did that in the other games, if that was still a thing or not.
Yeah. I didn't like the melee in Inquisition either. I thought that the ones that I like to play was Archer and Mage are my 2 favorites.
Yeah, I mean, Mage has always been fun to play in the Dragon Age games. In this game, it's very much, like, overpowered. Like, Mage is the obviously most powerful class in the game. By a wide margin. Awakening actually fixes this to an extent. God damn, Alistair, you just
I think Mage is still the most powerful in Inquisition. Because like I said, if you play as a Fire Fade Rift mage, you can play the whole thing yourself.
It's certainly like, well, it's more balanced than, you know, Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition both took steps to make it. So there were more options for characters that couldn't just you know, use a bunch of spells. They never really brought back the crazy combination you can get in this game of Arcane Warrior, which basically makes the mage able to do anything, and then Blood Mage, which takes away a lot of the disadvantages that Mage has some of the greatest control spells in the game.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
No, I like playing up close Mage, Gwen. Like, there's something about an Inquisition. You can just be a frontline mage and just do so much shit. And just be like a monster, basically. Yeah. It's awesome. But if you play as Archer and you take the specialization that Sarah has, you can also just destroy people because it just boosts all of your attacks, and so you just hit yourself with these vials and then you have all these crits and then everybody's dead.
Key required. Oh, okay. So that just
if you go upstairs and go too far, you have to fight Connor and kill him. Just a warning.
I don't intend to go up there. Like, I knew that if I go up the stairs, it's bad. We can check the vault after we come back here from the
yeah, I'm in no rush. So. Whatever that game wants us to do, let's just do it. This is gonna be the longest Let's Play of all time.
What?
What?
Did you see that, like, sprite that was right in the front of the camera there for a second? Like, what the fuck?
He's still there.
No, there was like a 2D, like, very pixelated thing that was in the front of the screen for just half a second.
It's not your little like navy.
No, I don't think so. All right, so we need to go to Lake Calenhad docks. No, we got a random encounter, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, wolves.
Wolves.
Great.
God damn it, Solus.
Awesome.
Why did you do this? Don't get too attached to him. Yeah, I'm glad in the later games you don't have to kill as many animals. Not a fan.
Yeah. Actually, there's not really much chance right at the moment.
I just finished Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh, really?
And so, yeah, I mean, I played it the way that I like to play it, which is you play as the Blue Lions. And I know that's not the right way to play it. I'm aware.
I mean, is there a right way? Like,
it's not the right way. It's definitely the wrong way. Because you're basically playing as fantasy cops, and I'm sorry for that. But everybody in the Blue Lion House are so nice and cute. Anyway, so I just finished that, and now I think I'm gonna go back to Inquisition, and I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna finally. I think I'm gonna finally romance Solus.
I mean, you don't have to.
No, I do. Because you know what? I don't really want to romance Cullen anymore. I've outgrown him. Iron Bull's alright, I think, but Solus is the most interesting, especially for the Trespasser DLC. I think it has to happen.
The wolves got the better of us.
Felix is so nice. He's such a sweet little baby. I like Felix, and Sylvain even, I think, turns out to be a dude that I understand, at least. But I actually, Claudia, I ended up with Ash, who I think is just the sweetest boy. The sweetest, nicest boy. Oh my god. No. Like, Iron Bull is a great character, but my problem is I can hear Freddie Prinze Jr.'s voice, and so when I am romancing Iron Bull, like, I'm like, it's Freddie Prinze Jr. But when I'm friends with Iron Bull, I'm like, I'm friends with Freddie Prinze Jr.
What is going on with these blood patches? Why are they squares? Something weird is happening here.
Oh man.
Yes?
Turn all this shit back out. Shit. That was incorrect. Well, might as well disarm all these traps for XP.
As you like.
Yep.
Who? Okay, you said Ash.
Yeah.
Who's Ash? I forget.
Oh my god. He's got gray hair and he's afraid of ghosts and he really wants to be a knight. And his dad was adopted by Lord Lonato, and you have to kill Lonato in like the first 2 battles of the game. And so the rest of it is like learning about how you had to kill this lord that's actually a good guy. He just was on the wrong side of the war, basically.
I remember that. I cannot remember who Ash is. Like, I cannot picture him in my mind.
No, he's totally forgettable, but like he's so sweet, and like he's just like this little geeky boy that is afraid of ghosts and loves knights. It's very sweet. I've never seen Beardless Blackwall, and I never intend to. I'm good. Thank you.
Beardless Blackwall?
I don't ever.
Does he shave his beard if you romance him?
No, thank you. No, I assume someone just went in there and... Okay, show me the picture of Beardless Blackwall. I'm ready.
Oh, no.
My body is ready. Claudia, I know. I'm oversimplifying the Lonato thing. But I think, like, Lonato, he took in Ash. He seemed like a pretty good guy. It was just, like, this huge fight against the churches and being manipulated by the Empire and all that stuff. So meh. Oh, no, I don't find him hot. No, I don't. I'm so sorry. He's not hot. He's not hot. He
Let's
looks
see if
like
I can pull this up.
Who does he look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not on board
No.
with that. No.
No. We've decided not hot. We've decided not hot.
Actually, let's go back to camp so we can get rid of these injuries. Oh, something. Ah! What the fuck was that?
That was amazing. Did we just see God?
Maybe. Is
Whoa.
that what happened? Is that what happened to
Yeah.
the fucking the old Tevinter mages?
Indeed.
They were just trying to do a regular thing, and then...
No, it's happening again.
God! God has blessed us with his
It wasn't like this before. Oh, what the fuck was that? Shady Thug. Oh, this is one of our
Okay,
black.
You have some kind of problem.
This
things,
is
our Blackstone Irregulars things.
No, he's not
is this
hot
about?
without the beard. He looks like
I worried this
I
might
don't
happen.
like a
it
caveman
wouldn't be you who
almost.
came
I'm
for
not
me.
hot.
have
Not
no
hot.
choice.
No.
Forgive me,
Not
Warden,
hot.
But I cannot go back with you.
Not hot. Not hot. No.
Okay. Don't really have a good angle to do fireball here, so we're just gonna fucking.
You know
stun
who
them.
is hot? Is Varric. Varric is hot. That's right, I said it. Chest hair, likes to write, sassy. Yeah.
Where's that guy going? What the? Oh
No. Cullen is hot. I don't know how
I'll
you
agree with
cannot
Cullen
think
is
Cullen
hot.
is hot. Cullen is extremely hot. He
I'm-
has lion armor. Of course he's hot.
I have no real opinion on Varric. As far as hot or not.
He's not boring. He's hot.
He's not boring, no.
Cullen is not boring. He is hot.
Oh god, Alistair, can you not get knocked down for one fucking fight?
He doesn't look like, just because you have blonde hair doesn't mean you look like a Malfoy.
There's some weird things happening in this game right now.
I'm like arguing with chat.
Oh, we got a bunch of stuff. Alright. We'll eventually need to get some lyrium dust for lyrium potions, but we don't need those nearly as much as we need the health ones. Let's fix Alistair here to heal himself when he's below 50% health. Use health poultice least powerful.
Yes, obviously. Why isn't that already built in the game?
Because I didn't set it to that, so I do want to expand the tactics. I do like there's a lot of granular control you have with the tactics here. If you take the time to set them up, you can even largely automate a mage as long as you upgrade them to have enough tactic slots. Morgan obviously does not have enough tactic slots for half the spells that she has, so I kind of have to micromanage her, but
Interesting.
You're the Grey Warden,
Oh
aren't
god,
you?
whoever thought this was
Exactly
the outfit?
who I was hoping to meet.
Who?
I represent a collective
Who
of mages
designed this
interested in
outfit?
going about their
I'm
lives
done
without the
being
constant
nice.
scrutiny of the treasury.
Point me in their direction. They deserve to be beat up by me.
isn't that against
We
the
harm no one,
Chantry's
I assure you.
laws?
And we enforce
this
the
man
Chantry's
up.
laws among
And then
ourselves.
I'm gonna beat up whoever
All we
fashioned
seek
him.
is a life
Whoever
outside of the
decided
Temple of
on this
Shadow.
fashion
Next
needs to
me,
get beat up.
And in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack.
I like the
containing requests from
the
mages
combination
all
of
over the
this
land
dunce
who
cap
need the
hood
assistance
and
of
then
someone skillful and
like
discreet.
rolled up sleeves. Like what is that?
I don't know. I hate it.
Thank you, my friend.
It's so bad.
We have
It's so
agents in
fucking
every
bad.
major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Okay. I have been asked. Hottest ladies in Dragon Age. Isabella. Full stop. Liliana can be hot. I like
Cassandra, obviously.
Cassandra's not really my type. But Harding is pretty cute. I would marry Harding.
I've forgotten who Harding is. I really should go and play through the other.
Scout Harding. Scout Harding in Inquisition.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It takes me a minute to put these names to people's faces because it's been so long since I played Inquisition and I didn't finish it, so I kind of got
Josephine.
by how big the zones are.
I would marry Josephine. I don't know if she's like hot, quote unquote, but I think she's cute. That's all I got.
So these are a bunch of other side quests we can maybe do if we want to.
Shall we wrap
look
it
at
up?
this. I remember taking you across when you left with that fella Duncan.
Cool.
And now you're a Grey Warden. My pap used to tell me stories about them. Templars took the boat.
Templars took the boat?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said,
Can you
"Don't
imagine
worry,
having a
Kester, we
boat
got it
and
all under
then
control,
some
we
fucking
do."
Templars
Didn't
come
say
in
nothing
and they're
else.
like, "We're taking your
And then it was
boat," and you're like,
Carol in
"Where?"
charge of
And they're
my
like,
boat.
"Shut up!"
Lissy,
They just take
named
it,
for
and
my
then you don't have a
grandmum, she
boat.
was.
I mean, this guy knows these Templars. Like, he's the boatman for the
That's true.
circle. So it'd be more like just having, the cops that in your small town show up and steal your car. Like, we need this, bye. When are you going to bring it back? I don't know.
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
They had a really disastrous office party. Someone spiked the punch. It didn't go well.
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things
Evelyn,
in that lake.
I don't
reckon
know.
It's all them potions they dump
not
in
my
there.
type.
Gregor's
Not
told
my
me
type.
to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you,
I
some
think we're
storms don't
solid
blow
on
over
Meryl
easy.
being kind of more creepy than hot.
I just imagine me holding my hand out just so that she against her forehead, so she just stops talking to me and stays away from me.
She's very short.
She's short, and she'd be like, but Mumbles, I want to tell you about this mirror I found. I'd be like, shush, 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 shush. No, we're not doing
You're
that.
too kind. Your type don't usually give my type the time of day.
All right, so next time we will. I think there's a few things to do in the inn. We'll explore the inn, and then we'll find out what could have happened to the tower. That's a cool background. I almost never look at this side of the.
Oh, that looks rad.
Yeah. There used to be a fucking road that went into it, but no, we can't fix that. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks on Friday, probably.
Yes. Bye.
Oh. Bye-bye, everybody. Nope, that's the wrong button. What did I fucking do to stop the recording? Where's my recording stop?